Okay.
I really like having these mics like this. It makes me feel official,
Yeah, right.
like a real podcaster.
Or like we have some idea of what we're doing from an internet content.
Yeah,
like,
and then you
see,
just,
I've invested money.
yeah, exactly. You just adjust it a little bit, and it gives you something to do while you're talking. It's nice.
Yeah, right.
I dig it.
That needs to go up a little bit more, and then yeah, that feels good right there. Yeah. So
We're trying out new equipment as we do.
yeah, we love this shit. I love making videos with you, man.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's
Yeah.
super fun. Like having projects. I've been obsessed with projects lately.
Yeah. Same. Whether we're doing our own thing or making stuff together. Yeah. It's more fun to do it with people though than to do it by yourself.
Always. It's cool when you're part of something beyond yourself. YouTube is fun. Like I'm glad to be like a singer-songwriter doing my own thing, music completely by myself. But there is a loneliness to not having anyone to share it with. Like we have our channel to share with each other, and it's like even if other people come in, it's like we're the core of it.
Well,
you know.
It's the magic of collaboration though.
Yeah.
When it's the perfect example is the Beatles. Like they couldn't have done that by themselves. They had to get together and work at it really hard and come out with some of the greatest music ever.
So many moving parts outside of the band too. Like I think people forget that like or don't think about that. Like they had George Martin and Brian Epstein and all this shit. It's like Brian Epstein. I don't even want to say
I was
Epstein.
It's literally like who?
Yeah, no, the people.
Damn, that
people,
sucks that name is tarnished.
It's kind of tainted now. It's
all
like
the Epsteins in the world were just like, damn.
Is there a reason no one names their kid Adolf anymore either?
Yeah, right,
like that's
exactly.
not a very popular first name anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
But I know I think it's people. I think there was so much group effort and a lot of and anything artistic at one point. Anything, an album was like a lot of people involved. A movie, a TV show was always.
And now you could basically do it by yourself or with one other person. You could technically make something pretty decent if you tried.
You can. It's just your workload is unnecessary. You're working so much more, and
you're writing, you're acting, you're checking angles, you're doing the cameras.
Well, it's going to take longer though too. Because when you think about it, you have 5 different groups of people working on different things at the same. You can get a lot done in a day or two.
Oh yeah.
Versus now, if you're doing there are people that are like animators that animate the entire Meat. What the fuck is his name? The guy that does like the weird cartoony something Meat, man.
Oh yeah. He did the Nikocado avocado.
Yeah.
His stuff is disturbing.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, right?
Yeah. What is it? I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
it's pretty good though.
I've been watching stuff that has substance lately, so now YouTube is kind of. I've been watching it's not even the best show.
There's stuff with substance on YouTube, but a lot of it's you got to sift through a lot to get to it.
It's like even the good stuff is advertised or like the thumbnail itself. It's like it's displayed to be so like cheaply. The like trying to persuade you to watch it is done in such a cheap way. Like the presentation of it, you know what I mean, is even
that's
like,
what's
even
good
for
about it too, though.
Well, like even for channels that I like and videos that I like I look at the thumbnail. I'm like, what the fuck is this crap? It's like clearly made with like AI or made with.
The AI stuff. Yeah. I appreciate. I've come to appreciate thumbnails actually now. It's like a little piece of art almost.
Yeah. Like how do you want to present the? Yeah. Now some people do them like really really well. Some thumbnails are just like perfect. What I love about like I don't know, like Matt Stoney for example is like he's doing some sort of food challenge and it's just like he just shows a frame of like the thing he made or whatever, and it's not like crazy. What I mean is some people do all of the bells and whistles and the over presentation of it, and then other people it's like just something like a frame from the video is good enough sometimes.
That's true.
And I cannot get annoyed with the everyone trying instead of like just
I
being
agree,
normal.
But I think you have to put something in the thumbnail that kind of shows what the video is going to be.
Sure.
Because that a lot of people are just they're like, oh, it's 2 guys sitting there.
Yeah.
What is like what could be anything.
Right. It in a weird way, it's like the mind. No, I mean obviously, like it's literally on a touch screen. It's like the mind just wants to be like clicking on pictures more than anything, clicking on images, right?
Yeah.
So of course, like the image itself is very,
but you
want
to get them the information before they like just keep scrolling.
Right.
You want to make sure they know it. Oh, because a lot of people probably miss it.
Yeah.
That would have liked it because the hashtags are supposed to be doing all this work.
Yeah. Well, what all this is proved, obviously, is like the what is like the most eye pop, like what pops out, what stands out and what pops off of the screen the most, right? That's kind of what I notice a lot. Is it's just yeah
I guess I don't know, it depends what it is, because music you never know until you have to listen to it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think like the simplicity of things, I guess, like where my where I have that aversion to things being overpresented is like the simplicity of YouTube has kind of gotten lost in this just ocean of
overproduced
things being just overly presented. It feels like a lot of the time it feels like YouTube, for me personally, it's like YouTube has just become the way people feel, and the internet too, the way people feel when they're presenting something for a class in college or high school or whatever. When you have presentations for a project, that whole like, how like all I remember, just going off of vague memories, this was like almost 20 years ago now or whatever, but my vague memories were like everyone like changes their energy and suddenly they're in presentation mode, and it's like just something's shifted, right? And the internet embellishes on how people present themselves so much.
But that's just in general.
But like people being casual, it's so refreshing to watch. I've been watching like Anthony Bourdain and seeing someone who's just kind of like just chilling with the camera and just very comfortable and being like there's something really beautiful about normal shit that is not so like seeing people really really are, and when we see like overly presented things, or when people are trying so hard to be something or be a certain way, it's just you can feel it. It comes off phony. It comes off bullshit.
Sometimes you got to play the game.
And some people are good at it. It's like sometimes. Here's the thing: is sometimes people are more comfortable being in that because they're on camera.
Yeah.
Like some people can't be, just themselves, or they're worried about like being themselves too much or something, or coming off a certain way negatively or whatever.
Yeah, I think there's a line. Obviously you don't want like to take people in the bathroom with you. You probably don't. Hey guys, taking a crap. just thought I'd check in with you.
Hey guys, I just wanted to tell you about the massive diarrhea that I've been experiencing all morning. It has been really rough, but we're still in the bathroom at work. Like the lights are off, and it's just the fucking phone light, like the flash.
I've gone through 3 rolls of toilet paper.
Now, I don't know if my boss knows that I'm in here, but I think we're going to go for the record. I'm going to see how many rolls of toilet paper I can go in one day. How many rolls of toilet paper can we waste at work today? It's the phoniness, I think, is the only thing that I can't stand about a lot of what the internet has become, or what.
I think there's a fine line, honestly.
Yeah.
Because there are some that it works.
Yeah.
Because they're being they're being real, they're being true.
There's nothing wrong with like tongue in cheek shit. There's nothing wrong with like people being I don't know, obvious and like leaning into the obviousness of things. There's nothing wrong with that, I guess, but it's like everybody does. It feels like majority of content is like that.
Yeah.
A majority of it is like loud. Like loud. It's like how many times like do you like look at videos just like big sounds, like the Mr. Beast effect of just like big edits and big sounds, just like today we're at the most famous restaurant in France. Yeah. I'm gonna try, and it's just like they're that I felt like so obnoxious just talking that loud just now, and
yeah, but that was a pretty good impression.
Yeah, that's because it just feels it's like I'm going off of a feeling. It feels the same all the time. I think the only thing, I'm just gonna squeeze in a little bit here. The only reason I get so bent out of shape about this stuff, man, is that as someone that loves this shit, as someone who's like obsessed with like media and entertainment and whatever, I want like, where is the exploration for like new feelings or things that we haven't felt or experienced before? Like, where
People
is that?
too scared.
That and the lack of ambition for something like that specifically, though. Like, when is the next like Matrix level, or even like,
when's the next Beatles? Is what you're saying? I know I keep going back.
Yeah, well, something that's like.
In case you guys didn't notice, I like the Beatles a little bit.
Yeah, me too. Oh well, with music, they are like just the easiest, like a very they're the go-to, like
quintessential rock band.
The most successful band of all time, I think, still technically to this day. Yeah, like as far as the most music that has ever actually been sold, I think they're still like the number one.
And we could talk about this for hours.
Yeah, that's a whole separate.
We could talk about the Beatles.
Beatles is a whole separate video, 100%. But
it's like 3 videos.
Yeah.
So
I was thinking about that recently. That like our childhood in the 90s and 2000s, we experienced the peak of television and in cinema in a lot of ways.
The peak or the decline, but
the peak of the peak of cinema was definitely
2000s was nice. Yeah.
Like 70 like 70 to like 2000 or 2007 or 8.
Yeah.
Or whatever, like 2010, whatever. 70 to 2010, that's like the golden age of cinema to me.
I think movies are they're just overproduced now. Like the Avengers,
they're very contrived.
Lot of movies. I liked Iron Man, I liked Doctor Strange, I liked those movies individually, but
sure,
the Avengers was, I don't know, it's just too much. It's just like I didn't care for what was going on.
Just going back to what we were talking about before, it's like over presenting itself, or it's just like is
which it should, because it's supposed to be. It's Marvel. It's supposed to be, over the top.
Yeah, superheroes. Yeah, like that's totally expected. I feel like the first Iron Man movie was such a great mix of it. It
was really good.
The first Iron Man movie is amazing because of that like balance.
I thought all 3 of them were pretty good.
I thought the second and third ones were kind of bizarre. Mickey Rourke was just that was such a weird. Some of these, they try to like reinvent the wheel with some of these villains and some modern superheroes, and I'm just like, what the fuck is that? There's always some, he was like an electrical whipping guy. It's like it's just, it's just funny sometimes.
An electrical whipping guy.
Mickey Rourke and the wrestler.
New character unlocked.
Yeah. It's like a Smash character. It literally is like a Smash Brothers character. Oh, before I forget though, too, go back to Beatles. Like music definitely peaked from like 65 to 75 though. So that's I think where Beatles are a part of that too, though, where like the peak of, where people were buying music, where they were really excited about albums coming out. It was ginormous. Yeah. And from like 60 to like 75 or 80, like for that span, right? It's like people were buying shit that wasn't even good. That's how much.
Yeah.
When they were buying, Plastic Ono Band, John Lennon solo stuff, which is just terrible. No, I'm kidding, but
when you think,
it's not terrible, but it's not 60s, that great.
There were so many great bands because I think Black Sabbath was
in the 60s. Dude, like early 70s was Rush doing their thing, correct?
70s, yeah.
Yeah, yep. 70. Boston.
Yeah, Boston.
ELO started in the 70s or. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
so. Like, that was all 70s.
There was just so much good music.
All the classic
Queen was 70s.
Rock, 70s and 80s mainly, yeah.
Maybe late 70s. I gotta get
70s was the start.
We gotta get our dates straight. Just want to say that.
Well, it's because they all span. It's so ambiguous, or it's like
they cross over different decades.
Exactly, like
Stevie
it's like Freddie Mercury died in '93, so it's like he wasn't. Kurt Cobain died in '93 and '94. So Kurt Cobain's run was so brief, man. He actually only released music for like a handful of 4 years, basically, like 4 or 5 years.
It's like the Beatles, what 6-7 years.
It's like 8 years, right? Like what 6?
I think it was less.
Or 63 to 70.
I think so. It was like 6 or 7 years. Right?
What do you think of Kurt Cobain?
What do I think of Kurt Cobain?
Yeah. I feel like he could be divisive.
I feel like he definitely pioneered a sound. I feel like he was very influential. I thought he was a really good songwriter. He's a very, very depressing music for the most part. But regardless, made me feel something, which is what I look for in art.
Yeah.
Is just like, oh wow, that was that. Like his riffs were very cool, and his voice too. His voice was he had a cool voice. Just the whole vibe and attitude.
Yeah.
Right.
What you just said is my favorite thing about him, I think too. Yeah.
And that's what that type of music is. Punk rock, grunge. It's really it has to do with a lot of attitude. But then again, I guess you could say that about any music.
But like to go off of like how people like describe things nowadays, he had a vibe for sure. He had like a completely original kind of thing going on. I love like it's definitely like, you know, like the bleak a lot of the time, his music, or it's very like depressing, but it's he's kind of like Modest Mouse, I would say, it does the same thing. They make ugly music really good.
Yeah, like,
it's like supposed to feel icky or supposed to feel kind of like off.
It's raw, but it's still polished.
Pixies too. Time. Those three artists, like Pixies, Cobain and Nirvana, and then Modest Mouse are my like.
Yeah, Modest Mouse is awesome.
They make shit like they make like rough around the edges sound so good. And really all those bands just do good riffs too. Yeah. And good guitar shit.
Something's a good song. Nirvana.
Something in the Way?
Yeah.
Yeah. Something in the Way. I really love. Obviously, all of Nevermind. All of Lithium and all those tracks.
The song that he came out with relatively recently, the last song, like after he died, I think they released it. You Know You're Right.
That one's great. Yeah, I forgot. Cool you know you're right. Yeah, that shit is sick.
It's a good one.
I forget about that one too.
It starts off with that intro. It's got that. I don't know what it is. Some sort of almost metallic sound at the beginning.
Yeah, I love.
He's doing it like on the guitar or something. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
We should look that up. If only there was a way to look all this stuff up.
Yeah, well, we can't do it right now.
Well, technically we could because I have my phone.
No, the computer can only do one thing at a time, right?
yeah, exactly. As he has 16 tabs open. No.
Yeah, right. It used to be that way. Like they couldn't handle too much. Like computers used to be so like easily crash.
Like you're like, oh man, I don't want to click too much, or like it's gonna.
Exactly.
And now we complain if it's just like 1 second too slow or something.
That happens with the phone though sometimes too. Like it freezes and then you're like pushing it a bunch of times and it's just like the window rapidly opening. You know.
But you're so used to like it being quick when it's not quick.
Anytime it updates, I just updated my phone and then now I'm like running into
I haven't updated yet. I've been avoiding it, but I guess I should.
It's
annoying.
It's that lack of like anything being permanent, like even in video games, or it's like does anything just are we living in a time where anything just ever stays where it is and stays one way permanently ever?
No, things evolve.
Like and as they should. I don't think our entire universe is made up of change and cause and effect. I get that, but it's like people not only keep trying to reinvent the wheel, but a lot of things that we surround ourselves with in life technologically are never like software is always being updated, always being changed. And I'm just wondering, like,
but we want it to though.
Yes, like I get that. Do
you still want the technology from 2000? No.
That's where, of course, it makes sense.
And in 10 years, we're not going to want the technology from now.
But do we need updates every week or two though?
It's like every year, right? It's yearly.
It's like every month. There's every couple months. I feel like I'm updating my phone every couple months now. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's just
I don't know because I don't do it.
Well, and I guess maybe because I keep thinking lately, like, damn, like, so many things in our environment as millennials like rapidly changed in our lifespan. Even just up to this point, being not even 40 years old, either of us. So many things have never been like the same. That I guess it's like I'm wondering, will anything ever again
like
be
socialization?
People just being normal. Like I'm always apprehensive or very like concerned all the time about how rapidly, how fast, like look at how far AI has come in just like the last couple of years, like drastically changed. Like it's not that like Will Smith before and after Will Smith eating spaghetti was like maybe 5 years ago. It looked terrible. That was within 5 years. Yeah, or
I thought it was more
2 or 3 years. It wasn't, or maybe it might have been like a decade ago. Either way, what I mean is, like we've all seen the
evolution.
How fucking fast it's like. I think I'm worried that we've created a world that is moving too fast for humans to be able to keep up. And I've seen a lot of research that says
I think we're already there.
Yeah. There's a lot of research that says like the human mind literally is not able to like process everything that we are expected to process nowadays. Yeah. And that's
we're not
scary.
Supposed to be so as isolated as we are now. We don't even have to leave our houses anymore for anything. You could get things delivered through Amazon. You can. You could get your groceries delivered to your doorstep. You don't have to leave, ever, ever.
If you're okay with paying for it, if you're okay with paying more,
you can work online. So you could literally just never have to leave your house, ever. Sounds pretty awesome, to be honest.
It sounds awesome for the first like day or two.
Yeah, then
you're like,
lonely.
you know, like if someone told you have to stay in you're on house arrest, you have to stay home, then you're not loving, you're not, you know, suddenly you're not gonna be enjoying it that much, right? But or maybe you would. I don't know. There were a lot of funny memes happening around, like when COVID was happening. It's like everyone, you're required to stay indoors for 2 weeks, and it was just like introverts and stoners, like the Tom Cruise laughing meme, like introverts and stoners. Yeah. Anyway, the yeah, like everything is so quick. Oh, what I was gonna say about that, what you said, just people being together. It's like going against our nature. People are tribal. People are meant to. As much as I love to think of myself as a lone wolf, somebody that doesn't need anybody.
No,
I need people, man.
Even the most lonely people, actually, they were the ones who need it the most.
True. Well, thanks for being here, man. That was the show. No.
Yeah. We can end the video now.
No, but yeah, that's it's wild how normal that is. How it's like people are accepting. My frustration is how people are accepting it and not saying, I don't want to do this. I want to be around others. I like people are just.
I have to force myself to do it because I'm guilty of it. I think we all can be guilty of it, and I have to force myself to like, no, I should socialize. It'll be good for me, you know.
Same,
but
yeah.
Then at the same time, you know, I do like being in my space alone too. You know, so.
Yeah, is there ever enough time? If you're like me, like I know,
I like
to
be in my own space. I like to, you know, be with my own ideas and creations too, but I also like to collaborate and be around people. So I guess it's just all about balance, right?
Doing plenty of both. Like I love it. Like maybe 75% on my own, 25% with people. Like 60-40. Like I you know, I've had nothing but service jobs my whole life, public service jobs. Yeah. So I think I've like I've never worked from home. I've never worked in a cubicle where I'm just like on a computer, not like talking to people via email. Like I've only worked in retail, serving tables, doing live music, doing theater. We are in a cast and around people. Like, so I think I sometimes crave lonely or a more isolated existence because of how much I've had to force myself to be with others for the jobs I've had, right? Because sometimes I don't want to go to work just because I don't want to have to talk to people. Like when a customer comes, I work at a dispensary, and when a customer comes in, I can't like just be like ignoring them. Like you have to talk to them, you have to be of service to them, right? So that's
be kind at the least.
At the very least, yeah. And then sometimes I'm just really not about it. I'm on my phone, just like, what do you want? And I'm like watching them look at the menu, and like I'll just, you know, go on my phone to show them like that's like my way of also showing them like you can take as much time as you want. Like I don't give a shit. I'm not, you know. But yeah, no, I hate forced socializing, I guess. The thing is, when you're by yourself, you love that unlimited, like as much of a like you want those long spans of being alone to work on shit too, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Like that's what we, you know. That's what I'm always desiring is not feeling limited. Like the worst thing you could do is when you're starting a project, wanting to make a video, and it's like, well, I only have 2 hours. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Like you want to spend 8 to 10 hours more, maybe, you know, doing something.
Yeah, but it's also good to break away from it too.
Yeah. But being a creative person pursuing the arts, it's crazy how much
it's a lifestyle.
It requires a lot of time. I don't think Van Gogh is just like, sorry night, and moved on with his day, took his shit, and you know, just like
he's like, all right, I'm gonna go hang out with my wife for the rest of the day.
She was just like, you never listen to me, and that's what he sent her. He sent her his He got on his bike and rode around Amsterdam with his beer and shit, just like happy as can be. No, yeah, it's like painting. It requires like endless hours of time to perfect.
Any craft, yeah.
Yeah, music too. We spend hours on the DAW, like when we're making a song or on hours, like Logic or whatever, like easily.
Well, but you know, all the hours we put in over our life. Holy crap, it's a lot.
There's like, it's like the best feeling though. When hours go by and you've just been playing guitar is like the best feeling.
That's true. It's almost like that's the thing we chase.
It's pure escape to get so caught up in something that you forget about death. You forget
something
about
that's bigger than yourself too.
Right. Yeah, music.
Something that's it's a part of you, but it's also outside of you too.
That's such a weird concept. as creatives, is like you finishing something and putting out into the world. It is its own thing now suddenly, or it's standing on its own. Yeah, it's like you birth
like your child.
Yeah, you're sending it off to college at some point, and then it's its own, Yeah. Real bizarre feeling, because you don't know how. It's not like we think of how audiences receive it in AO, like how like I'm not thinking about the audience when making it, but when it's done and I'm presenting it, I am always curious, like I wish I could hear my music or watch our videos or like outside of me, myself.
Not knowing what went into making it.
Yeah, you can never, like, do you think Spielberg or any of these guys enjoy their movies as much as everyone else does? I don't think they can. Like,
because they put so much work into it, you get to the point where you're just kind of like, I don't want to see this anymore.
Yeah, like
my eyes have been on this for so long.
I feel like Tarantino's the opposite. I feel like that dude, like, it's like jerking off in front of a mirror. He's just like sitting there, like, licking the screen or whatever.
Yeah, probably.
Like Tarantino totally looks like he's like a Kanye, just like listening to his shit in his house. Or, it's lovely making something, and that's the beauty of like I would never want to live in a world where I'm the only like musician or the only person making stuff. Like the best part is everyone doing it.
Yeah,
a bunch of people putting out whatever they want, and
for better or for worse.
Yeah. Collaborations are important. At the same time, it's fascinating to see somebody make something on their own.
It's a total different thing, it is cool to make stuff on your own, to literally just go so deep inside and just do everything yourself. There's something very satisfying about just being like, I literally did everything on this. I recorded the video, I wrote the music, I did everything, and I don't know, it's just very rewarding to be able to do that too.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's a lot of effort.
It is.
This is what we were talking about earlier. It's a lot of effort to sit there and make sure the shot's right, and then make sure that the audio is not clipping, and
as the lighting come on,
and then eventually it's like, then you have to perform on top of all that. You gotta play be in the moment. You gotta like get into that moment while you're like, did I is the angle okay? I can't tell. Or is the lighting fine? Like there's so many things to think about.
Million things on your mind.
So many things, especially when you're doing audio and video type of projects, or music videos or films with music in it.
That's why people
you have to think about so much stuff. That's why you get teams.
And what we're like having, like, it makes sense why a lot of people just have a permanent setup, so they never have to. I mean, we're talking like the if it's like not on autofocus, or maybe it is autofocus. Like we're talking like the focus ring can just be left alone. Like you can leave every piece of equipment in the same exact place and then just show up and not have to do that, right?
Yeah.
But it's a million different things on your mind that shouldn't be on your mind as the performer. Imagine an actor thinking like, of what costume to wear or whatever. Like,
well, yeah, I mean, normally you would just pay money and go to the studio and have a sound engineer deal with all that, and then have them mix it, send it to somebody else, have it mastered, But now that we have the possibility, I could save some money and do it myself.
That's what it comes down to, like, with everything, man. The reason why everything feels homemade, why a lot of people just do everything on their own, because they're like...
They don't want to spend the money.
They don't want to spend more money than they already have on their equipment, too,
It's worth it, though, man. It's
so worth it,
It's worth not having to worry about that stuff.
You also want a second set of ears, a second set of eyes. Like, why wouldn't you want... It's like, that's the most fun. Like, making my album recently with JP and shit was so... great, in that, like, both of us were so invested in it for 5 months straight and just really about it. Or anytime we're making something and it's like we're both into it, it's just so, it's such a nice change of pace for me as someone, like what you were saying earlier. It's nice making things by yourself, just to have that like satisfaction of I did everything, but it's also like having that, like all the control of all of it is a really lovely feeling too. Like when I'm writing songs or when I'm doing something that it's like, this is mine. I don't have to. You can get so much done when you don't have to stop and make sure that the other person, make sure that somebody else is, what are you gonna like Do you have to you know have a debate about it with yourself in your own head? Like you can, but like I'm such an impulsive creative. Like anything I make artistically, I'm so impulsive with it that when I do it by myself, for better or worse, so sometimes it doesn't turn out the way I want. Sometimes it isn't as good as it can be. But that impulsive, you can get so much done when you just keep going and you don't, you know.
Yeah, because as great as it is to collaborate, sometimes like maybe the other person will have a different perspective on it and try to push their a little bit of their vision on it. And so when you don't have that, it frees you up. Like you could just go with whatever. But at the same time, there's also the benefits of collaborating. So, because you don't, I mean, just, you know, like coming up with ideas is spitballing. It's so much different than when you're by yourself.
Well, even a collaboration though, you can have like someone in the driver's seat and someone leading. Like, I look at David Lynch and just been into so much of his stuff right now, and it's like I feel like anything he was a part of ever, people were like, let him do his thing. Like I don't think he was like he was always there, or like Scorsese or any of these guys. Like
it's like Miles Davis.
Yeah, you can totally be like solo and have everyone help your solo shit too. It kind of has that approach still. Yeah. But then there's comedy troupes like Broken Lizard, who made Beer Fest and Super Troopers, where it's all 5 of them very invested in it, and you feel that.
Well, that's the thing. It's the investment. It's caring.
Yeah.
Everybody has to care to a certain extent.
Some collaborations work, like with Trey Parker and Matt Stone. That's predominantly Trey doing everything. Yeah. Matt Stone is just like he's like a thumbs up. Feels like he's a thumbs up or thumbs down person.
What about this idea? I like it. That's a good one. Thanks.
And voice acting. That's like all he does. Like acting and voice acting.
I'm sure he plays a little more of a role than
in the writers' room. They're all whatever they're doing there. But like Trey is actually writing it, directing it, and doing everything. He's doing the music. Like he's doing all of it.
Very talented.
He's a very, very smart, talented guy. Like one of my all-time favorite people, heroes. Like the one of the very few people I really want to meet before I.
Yeah, those guys are getting up. How old are they?
Yeah, they're probably like in their 60s, not 50. Like they gotta be in their. They're like late 50s or 60s at least, maybe.
Crazy.
Well, they're like no, maybe I want to say they're a little younger than my parents, so they're probably like 55, like 54, 55.
Yeah, probably.
Right?
Because when 98 did it come out?
Yeah, which was like 30, almost 40 years ago. Oh my god. But they were fresh out. They were in their early 20s,
and they've come out with seasons every year since, right?
Maybe one or 2 years off here or there, but no, like they've consistently.
Well, what they did was they came out with
the Paramount specials,
a couple of big episodes.
Yeah,
that would just and they wouldn't have like a 10-episode, 22-minute.
They did basically 2 or 3 episodes and like one like special. It was like a Paramount Plus special thing that they were doing. Like around COVID was when they started doing that. But that they're also the kind of people I feel like don't meet your heroes. I don't want to like just like how I felt with like Larry David or Seinfeld. Like I don't know if I want to meet those guys because like
you'd be a giant dick to you.
I could totally see them being so Jared Seinfeld is like super like anti like anybody tries to take a photo of him, he's just like no, always no. Larry David is probably like annoyed by it more so than, but that's the thing is I feel like I know them through their work. I know who they are, and I know they wouldn't like that. Like even if I saw them, I'd probably just be like not saying anything.
That's because people's art are kind of an extension of them in a way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm dealing with something like that.
Was it really?
I don't know. Maybe not.
Well, it's like. It's funny how like that, even if that's in the show, it's like he's like Larry's focused on something else. Like Larry's just a real I love how all these guys are just real people. Like South Park is such a over the top satire in a lot of ways, but it's very like the satire is always going off of something that people actually are. Yeah. It doesn't stray so far off the course that it's not, It's not too out of reality either, is what I mean. It's just an embellishment of it. But yeah, good stuff. I fucking love how these people, I don't like to use the word inspire, but like how do these people impact us, I guess is the more of what I think of.
Yeah, influence. I don't know.
That word too, yeah. Inspire and influence are like dead words, unfortunately. It's a shame, right? Yeah.
How lingo has changed and now it means something totally different.
The overuse of language like it strips away a little bit of its like integrity in some way, or like the meaning of it. It's like no different to me. It's no different than like when you say a word enough that your brain questions if it's real or not.
Yeah.
Like sometimes things just become like dead to the ears or dead to the to the use of it.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: is there are some like language is such a beautiful thing, and there are so many other words that could be used. People are just too dumb to fucking use them. I saw a thing earlier today where like we might be experiencing the end of people reading books.
Really?
Yeah, like it's possible that it like people being educated and you know literate and shit is like a
yeah
is a thing of the past. It very well could be.
I know. Well, I'm a big reader.
Yeah, you read plenty of books.
And we went to a bookstore the other day, and it was awesome, Bookwise in Boca Raton, and yeah, it was great. They had, I think it was mostly used books, but yeah, it was a really big store. Had a lot of interesting stuff in there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely make me want to read more. I literally have a copy of Lord of the Flies over there that he let me borrow, and it's been months since I haven't finished it.
I love to read. I love a good story. I love just getting lost in the world, and you know, and it's amazing to just you're literally looking at a piece of paper with words on it, and you're able to create these images in your mind. It's just cool because those are your images.
Yep.
Like if we read the same book, we're going to picture the characters totally different.
Yep. And
that's so cool. That's the difference between watching a movie, right? In a movie, you're just seeing like the director's vision of it, which is cool too, because you're seeing a different perspective, right?
Yeah. No, I love reading too. I just I've realized I'm such an auditory person that like the quietness of it sometimes makes me get a little tired, and then makes it a little harder for me to read it. But no, it forces your brain to do like gymnastics. You're like doing like gymnastics a bit sometimes. You're stretching your brain.
You're trying to understand sometimes what the author's trying to convey, you know, and you're imagining all this stuff, and sometimes you're just filling in the blanks too, you know?
Yeah.
You got to fill in the blanks. You got to assume things. Yeah, it's not all just kind of fed to you.
Yeah, you have to like figure it out. Yeah. What are some of your favorite books in general, like that you've read your whole life?
I mean, this is a whole another video that we could do on all this.
That's true.
But this I feel like this video is more about, you know, just art in general, like general art.
Yeah.
Favorite books? I mean, the first one that comes to mind is The Count of Monte Cristo, 100%.
You just read that recently.
I read that 3 years ago.
Oh,
actually. Wow. Yeah, about 3 years ago. And it's like 1,400 pages, the unabridged version, but oh my goodness. It's just incredible. It's so worth going through all those pages.
Damn.
It's so worth it.
Yeah, the classic ones are all like dense, but I've heard they're great.
It's so well written. And the it's oh my god, it's beautiful. It really takes you on a journey, and it's just so satisfying.
Is it pretty advanced though? Like, did you find it? How did you feel? Like, was it an easy read or was it a little?
Yeah, for a book from the 1800s, it was actually not too difficult to read. I feel like. I mean, it's still different. Like the language changed a little bit since then, you know. But I don't know. I just think it's just so well written that it doesn't matter.
Right.
It really doesn't matter. That story's so good.
That's awesome.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I have to go through all the other books I have first, but maybe eventually. I really want to reread Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, Harry Potter's great.
I love. I want to read other Cormac McCarthy books. I love The Road. The Road is one of my favorite books ever.
That's one I got to read.
Like standard one is like it's probably a cliche to answer, but I love Catcher in the Rye. Like that's like,
I like that one.
I got to reread that too.
Yeah, I just reread it. I like The House of Leaves by Mark Danielewski. That book was one of those books that at some point I couldn't read it alone because of how it made me so. It was just, I don't know. I can't explain it. It was thrilling. It was like I started to question things about myself and reality.
I was about to say, is it like an out-of-body experience or something? Or not that extreme. That's
kind of. It was just it's one of those books that really like. You don't know what's going on. It's confusing, but at the same time, it's terrifying. In a good way.
That sounds cool.
And it's written it's a very unorthodox book. It's, you know, you open it up and there's a page with 2 words on it, and then there's another page where the words are just in a block, and there's another one where you have to read it by like turning it like this. There's just a bunch of things crossed out, and there's two different storylines. I read this book in 2012, so that was like 14 years ago, right?
Jesus.
And yeah, that book really takes you on an adventure, and it's like nothing you would ever read. And you have to be open to it. You kind of have to go into it with an open mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't just be in there like, well, no, like this is stupid. It doesn't make any sense or whatever. You know what I mean? You got to go with it.
It seems like a very like unorthodox type of approach to a book or whatever.
Yeah.
I have a copy of it. That's another like dense one, 800, 900 pages.
Yeah, but a lot of it's just references, it's things that you don't even have to read.
Oh, right. More so, I mean? Something to to add to the just, I don't want to say the research of it, but the back. It's like background stuff. Or whatever,
it's just background stuff, and you can draw your own conclusions with it.
Right. I have a copy of this, and I really want to read this soon, because just reading about it on Wikipedia and the like how it was published or how it came to be is really fascinating. And I think I found out about it from someone sharing a little page of it on their Instagram story, but it's called Diary of an Oxygen Thief, and I think it was written it was written anonymously, and someone just like basically put their they like just dropped it off at some random publisher or whatever. No one knows who the fuck wrote it. And I want to say that was in Amsterdam or like France, some part of Europe. And it's called Diary of an Oxygen Thief because it's literally this guy with his, like, just being so honest about the most, like, awful shit as far as how he approaches how he treats women. And it's called that. That's the title of the book, because he feels that he's such a bad person, or that he's like has so many issues with all that stuff. How he is a horrible misogynist, and how he just like he basically feels like he is stealing oxygen from the world.
He's like a big piece of crap.
Yeah,
that
like
shouldn't be living.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? Awesome title and interesting. Like, that's why obviously someone published it anonymously, right? Yeah. But the idea of like, he basically feels like he's not worthy of living, kind of thing. He's like aware of how fucked up he is, and I really want to read it because it's just
that's interesting.
Yeah, it's like one of those things, almost like it feels like it's reminiscent of Lolita, where people think it's one thing and it's actually supposed to be like I think people assume that these narrators are like terror, like you're supposed to be like, oh, these are horrible people. Like, of course, your immediate reaction is these are horrible people. They're like disgusting. Like, why are they doing this? And then in the end, you kind of are supposed
empathize with them.
You're supposed to pity them more than anything. It's like you're supposed to feel bad for them. Yeah, like, and that's a fascinating. The complexities of the human condition is something that like is why reading is important. Why all of this stuff is so, because like the coming back to people realizing just how messy and complex they are, but just.
Yeah,
how hard it is to accept that. You have to accept that.
Art is a mirror of society.
Yeah.
It's a reflection. I mean, the Count of Monte Cristo, I didn't really say what it was about, but it's a tale of revenge. That's all I'm going to really say. Oh, my goodness. And then, so another book that I would put probably in my top 3 maybe is a book I read, I think, a year ago. So it's a 7-book series. I read 6 of them. And the 7th book's supposed to be coming out this summer. I don't think it has yet, but it's Red Rising. That's what it's called. I've
heard many positive things about it from you and other people.
It's so good. It's about a society where, and it's like interstellar, like they're traveling, through space and all that. But yeah, there's different hierarchies, right? So the bottom of society they call them red, and basically like our protagonist leads, Red Rising leads the red, whatever you call it, social class to an uprising and like overthrowing the whole thing. And it's just epic, high action, great characters. There's a character called Severo. That was my favorite. He was awesome.
How many of you read all of the ones?
I read the 6 that are out.
So you're caught up.
I'm caught up.
Right.
Yeah.
So the 7th is coming out in the next year or two.
Yeah.
Right?
So the first 3 books, you can read the first 3 books and stop there, because then the next 4 books take place 20 years. I think it's 20 years after. It's 10 or 20. I think maybe it's 10 years. 10 years after.
Is it like different characters, different? No, same
characters.
Oh, shit.
And they're 10 years older.
So different arcs.
Yeah,
or whatever.
And they're 10 years older, and they have they get kids and stuff. It's another book that's kind of like that is Dune. Dune's a really good one too.
Yeah, there's like the third movie coming out soon too, which is crazy.
The second book, I think, because the first two are the first.
The first, oh, okay.
I think. I don't know.
That we were talking about David Lynch earlier. I kind of want to like read at least the first few of those, watch like the movie that he made, then watch the new ones, and just like that's how I'm such a big fan. I don't know if you're like that, but I'm so about watching the original thing or watching whatever is the first, and then seeing the remakes afterwards, seeing whatever.
Yeah, I like to do that.
You know, like watching the original and then watching the new one.
We should watch Treasure Island.
Yeah, well,
Disney,
that's like
Disney, right?
the animated movie, right? Yeah.
Is it? Well, I think there's a couple. I think there's like a live action one too.
Is it really?
I think so.
Maybe an older one.
Probably.
The one I know is like the 90s or 2000s one.
Because I read that book recently.
Yeah, and it's a
which
book
by
as well.
the way, this edition that I had was an edition that was given to me by my great grandmother in 1995, and you open it up, and it says like to Travis. It was like my 7th birthday.
Oh my
95.
God.
And I didn't even read it until about a couple months ago, or 2-3 months ago. I finally read it. And it was great because I was looking for it. I remember I was calling my mom. I was just like, this book's got to be somewhere, and I somehow found it. And I was like, thank God. And it's in decent condition. It's like one of those older editions, blue.
Oh, that's great.
It's freaking awesome. And then I was sending you the drawings in it.
Yeah.
It was so cool. They were like really cool drawings in there, and which enhanced the experience. That's cool.
Yeah, that older, not only an older art style, but the way it had to be printed on that book at the time that it was made, you know, is a very special
but then
thing.
once again, I can argue that, now I'm starting to visualize the characters like this artist visualizes them now. I'm not using my own brain.
Yeah. You just like have this specific image of the character, and then you just like the drawings all like fucked up and just like real weird looking. No, it's so lovely when there are stories that are surrounded or attached to a book or a movie or a song or I mean, like there were certain bands that I like was introduced to by either one of my parents or both, and I can't not think of them every time I hear that, you know, like Dave Matthews Band. Like I'm like whatever about them now, but there's such a specific period of my life where I was only listening to that like with my mom, and you know.
Same. I used to work in a guitar store. Do you remember Melody Acres?
Yeah, I took lessons there, like not with you, but like lessons there a year when I was like 13.
So I worked there, and I would just leave the Central Park performance of Dave Matthews, which is
that's
The
great.
best one,
That's great.
And I would just have that on, and I remember one day some guy was just like, "Man, can you play anything else, man?" And I was just like, "Nah, sorry, we don't have anything else. This is it. We got.
You don't like DMB? You can get out.
Get out. I don't like your kind around here." No.
The videos of him are so funny now, as far as how
the memes.
Yeah, it feels like older Dave Matthews Band, like his live shit and just his performing was definitely was like way different. It feels like they were less jammy back then, I assume. I don't know. I remember like their vibe was just like a lot of bands are like that, man. Bands that like that I grew up with or that were like really popular when I was a kid that are still active now. They're just completely like the vibe is just not the same.
It's not.
You know?
I've seen them twice recently. I saw them a couple years ago, I think, 2023 maybe, and then I saw them back in 2018.
It's good musicians. Like they're amazing musicians. Yeah.
But you know, and we've talked about this, but like as I get older, like I don't really enjoy going out to see live music so much anymore, and that's because of, you know, you're paying. First of all, it's expensive now. You know, the drinks are expensive, parking. You got to deal with big crowds.
Not including the ticket. That's not including the ticket.
Yeah, not including the ticket. And then you get there, and then, you know, there's just tons of people there, you know, like, and it's really loud. And then it's like after an hour, I'm like, all right, my back hurts, or, well, you know, not exactly that, but like, I don't know. I'm just like, all right. I just feel like I'm kind of done with this.
I'm good here.
Yeah, I'm good. Like, I don't need another hour. Maybe they should just make concerts shorter.
Well, they want, because they're charging more. They want people. They want
your money's worth.
Yeah, people want their money's worth. But like also,
but do you see what I'm saying with that?
No, of course.
I used to love going to concerts. I used to love it.
I don't think I don't know if it's a thing. Just us getting older, or it's like we've done it plenty. Like
we played concerts.
Yeah, I played live music for many years.
Maybe that has something to do with it.
It's got to be, bro. It's got to be.
Yeah, I'm interested in doing other things.
Because people our age that didn't do that are still about it. Like, are still like, or I don't know. It's just, I've realized for me, man, it's going out in general, I've talked about this a lot with the guys at work, because they're in a place right now where they're wanting to go out a lot, like pretty frequent, like, at least a few times a week or something. And I feel bad not wanting to really go out as much, but for me, it's like it's so much energy, and the loud music, like the loud decibels of that is just is a big.
First of all, it's not good for your hearing.
Yeah,
like constant loud noise is not good for your hearing. And then
gives me a headache after a while.
It gives you a headache, and then you can't even talk to anybody. You just have to sit there with this loud music blasting your eardrums.
Yeah. It's just like the beginning of the night, like, oh, I'm going to go to a bar. Maybe I'll meet some cool people, make some new friends, maybe see a cute girl there. Yeah. And then you're talking, and you're just like, literally someone just like enthusiastically talking to you, like directly in front of you. You're just like, I'm literally, like, the amount of times I just do one of these, like if you were talking to me and one of the, like, I literally just have to like shove my ear up to their mouth because I'm not going to hear.
And then they're yelling in your ears. So they're yelling in your ears, so they...
Yeah.
So then you're just exposing your ear to so much noise.
And I do the cliche, like the typical, like what everyone said, like I didn't hear it still 3 times after asking you what, and I just say yes and move on.
Oh yeah, cool, man.
I literally just like laugh, say like yeah, I know, right?
Oh yeah, dude, I totally understand. Yeah. Yeah, dude, I get it. Oh man, it totally sucks.
What's the best way for me to show them that I heard them?
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah. It's like the most, but like
I understand what you just said,
and I never do, and I never. It's like, and what's funny is I'm hammered at that point that I really don't remember anything that they're telling me. It's so momentary. That's the other aspect of that stuff. It's not just the high energy, but it's so momentary, man. And then it's like life goes on. You have to deal with the hangover on top of maybe going to work the next day. On top of like I feel such a lack of satisfaction a lot of the times when I go out, and I'm positive it's just like a post-COVID thing, as well as like people just aren't.
Well, it's expensive to go out.
Yeah,
to go buy drinks, it's expensive. First of all, I know I keep saying that, but
no, but it is.
Things are so damn expensive
now. Yeah, things weren't like crazy expensive.
So why aren't our salaries going up?
No, because our country's leaders don't care about it. They are not looking out for us. Like, I don't even want to get into. I am not politically like informed enough to talk about this, but it's.
Are you saying our president and all those presidents didn't really care about me specifically?
Is the way you said it? You're just saying they don't care about me.
Yeah. They saying they don't care about me? What the?
I mean, you were in the Navy, so they probably care about you a lot more than a regular citizen.
No, that means they care about me less.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I'm just being very hyperbolic.
No, yeah, no. We're kidding either way, but it's also like not. You know, I'm joking, but I'm also like drastic. My life has drastically been affected by all of this.
I don't think Donald Trump cares about me specifically.
No,
because he doesn't even know me. Yeah. But make this video viral, maybe you will.
Let's do that the next. What if we did a food review where it was like the fucking the Trump diet and just like eat like
what's the Trump diet?
You just eat a bunch of McDonald's and Diet Coke, drink Diet. Yeah, all he eats, like most of his diet consists of, from what I've heard. I don't know. People joke about this. Like, I doubt that this is entirely.
Wait, you saw it on the internet?
Yeah,
must be true. No.
But I mean, from what I've seen, bro, they served the Olympic gold like medal like winners or whatever, like the entire Team USA from the Olympics game. They gave them cold room temperature fast food.
Jeez.
Like, that's like the funniest shit I've seen, or like the most like.
They don't care. They just want to burn something and.
It's like insane. Like, that's how much they care about our like the greatest Olympians and the greatest athletes of our country. Is just like, here you go, like some negligent parent like shoving McNuggets in their fucking fat kid's little face, like in the back seat, just like, yeah, I don't know, here you go, yeah, give that to your sister. Jeez. Like, that's how that comes off as, like, just it's like so funny. Like, I can't tell if I'm trying to find the humor because of how awful it actually all is. You know, and again, I'm not as informed as I could be, but from a general objective standpoint, I'm concerned. So I'm a little, you know, I got one eyebrow up like The Rock, you know, and when he's like wrestling or whatever, I'm just like, you know, whatever the hell. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
How much time have we been?
I don't know. We've been talking for like almost an hour. Almost an hour.
Minutes,
yeah.
Wow.
Should we upload this?
Yeah, we should upload this.
Yeah, I think there's some interesting stuff in this.
Yeah, we could upload this. Oh yeah, and the other video is out. Go check out our video of us eating that chicken sandwich, the Chick-fil-A sandwich.
We could get more into that. I mean, we said plenty in the video, but
we probably should talk about it.
Yeah, it was good. It was very good.
It was very surprising.
But Chick-fil-A at the time we got it, you get any of these fast food places from 4 to 6, it's gonna be really good. It's gonna be way better than people forget that. Like as far as the time of day you go to any restaurant, period. But specifically drive-through fast food is a huge difference between going at from like noon to 6 versus 6 to midnight past midnight. Like anytime I've gotten fast food past midnight, I've never liked it. Like never liked it as much as when it's dinner time, when normal people are eating dinner, not playing a gig till 1 a.m. eating Taco Bell because there's nothing else open.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that I quit playing gigs just for that alone. Just for as far as like,
it's pretty convenient to get that stuff unless you meal prep.
I love meal prep.
But then you got to keep your food in the car. I guess you could find maybe a fridge.
Oh, if you were meal prepping for a gig or whatever.
Yeah,
that would be, dude. And then you just eat everything cold all the time. Like,
yeah.
Or
you could ask them to heat it up.
And then that's where the place. Yeah, that's where the places like offer food, and some places don't even offer that. Why don't we talk about our experiences at Hampton Social? We're gonna call them out. We're gonna call them out right now. Hampton Social. They gave us a free meal and 2 free drinks. Any drinks after that you had to pay for. When we worked,
and I wasn't even really drinking.
I was always taking advantage of the free drinks, and again,
I took advantage of the food.
Yeah. They had the most delicious smash burger. One of the best smash burgers I've ever had. I will not knock their food.
And I probably never will.
Well, you never tried it?
No.
I thought you had it. Didn't we talk about it?
No. I usually got the sesame tuna.
Oh, that looked really good too.
Tuna, raw tuna salad, I think it was.
I thought it was like a tuna poke bowl or something.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Because it had like the lima beans in it and all that shit in it.
Yes. Quinoa maybe. Quinoa and sweet potatoes, I think it had.
Yeah.
And edamame and,
that sounds good,
like pickled onions maybe.
I love that.
Yeah, it was pretty. The food there was amazing.
It was amazing, but the playing there, the experience was the worst experience ever, and the only redeeming quality of it, or redeeming aspect of it, was like, all right, at least I got a couple beers and then a free meal afterwards. Eventually, they took away our free meal.
Yeah, they took away free meal. Yeah,
understandably so, I guess, because that was like a.
Well, they gave us half off.
Oh yeah, they didn't take it. They just made
which is. All right. I mean, their food was expensive, so
it was so expensive. It makes sense why they stopped giving it to us for free, because I think that was like no joke, like a $40 or $50 smash burger that I was getting for free.
Yeah, the
at least $25-$30.
Yeah, the tuna was I think there was a salmon dish too I got, but But it was at least $30.
And normally you'd think, well, okay, you could just pay for the meal, you're making tips, right? Wrong. Wrong. People didn't tip us there ever.
Sometimes, every once in a while, they did.
And not us. We never played. We were never a duo. Any music you've seen us play, we have literally only played for this channel.
We've done a couple gigs together, though.
We did. That's right. We did play like, I want to say 2 or 3.
Yeah, we did, what was it?
We did Opportunities together. You jumped on my gig.
And then Castaways up in Singer Island, is it?
Did we do that together as well?
We did, yeah.
Was that one I had, and then I had, I think someone dropped?
That was one that I had.
Oh, and then I filled in for somebody that you were. Did they drop out?
No, they wanted a duo. They called me up, and then they wanted a duo.
Oh, and then they wanted to do it. Yeah.
And I did a gig there with Harley too.
How was that?
It was good. Yeah.
I don't even remember us playing Cast. I don't remember what we played.
I remember. Yeah, we just did like Chumbawamba.
And Beatles shit or it was a lot of like a lot of stuff like where we would just probably both be playing chords, just the most simple. Like you could do a duo where we're just playing the same shit.
Well, back to the Hampton Social. Yeah. So the other thing about playing there was we were background music, which fine, at these nicer restaurants makes sense, right? People don't want to hear other people chewing on their food. I guess that's why we're there. Well.
I think people feel awkward when there's no music. It's insane. Like you cut the music in a place, people are gonna feel awkward.
Well, so we would have to go through their sound system, and we couldn't even use our own amps, even just to turn it just a little bit of stage volume.
At first we could. It was like things just slowly started getting stripped away from us. At first they were fine with us having a monitor. Then they were like, no monitors.
I think it's because some people probably played too loud. They played too loud, right? They were just like, no more. So so we go through these really crappy speakers. And it just sounded so bad.
Couldn't hear anything.
And you couldn't hear it. Nobody could hear it. and they were fine with it.
Yeah. Like, it was one of those, like, why I don't feel like I'm adding any presence here. Why did you hire me? Is like basically
what it felt like.
And the craziest part about this place is the money was so good.
It was pretty good. Yeah.
Normally you get a $1.50 is what we call, because it feels like it's chump change. $150 for 3 hours is a standard rate. We would get about $225 for 3 hours there, and then I think sometimes I would make $300 for 4 hours. Right?
I don't know.
Or no, it was 2 hours. $225 for only 2 hours of playing. I remember I would play from like literally like 6 to 8. It was like 6
It was
to
like
8.
$340 for 3 hours. It didn't come out to like 80 an hour or something like that, maybe. Or...
Yeah. It was really good pay, but the loadout was rough because we'd have to park. You'd have to park in a.
Oh yeah.
In a lot far away and carry everything. And it was in a down.
I would park illegally there, unload all my stuff.
Yeah.
To put on my hazards, but doing that every time, doing it 1 or 2 times is fine. But every time you play there, because we played there, I played there like twice a month at least
for like a year or
maybe
straight.
Even more. There was a time I was playing there weekly. I think.
Me too. I was making good money from that place at some point.
But it just wasn't worth it.
Like the most soul-sucking.
Exactly.
The best and worst parts of gigging as far as...
Yeah, only because it just didn't feel... Like, everything was great except the fact that it just didn't feel very fulfilling at all. No, like, we weren't... And you know, some gigs are like that, but it just didn't... Like you said, it didn't feel like we were adding anything to the atmosphere. Really.
Like, it's
just a little bit.
It's a total, like, you're supposed to play like it's the vibe of like lounge music and like jazzy lounge background, but they're hiring like performers with acoustic guitars that are used to having to like win over a crowd of drunken patrons to make money. Like, the most money I ever made was when I was like performing my ass off for people just drinking, trying to have a good time at like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. Those were always the best. Or when you're playing in a public place where people have like a lot of families kind of walking through, like when I would like play in downtown West Palm Beach or whatever. But the most fun gigs that I had were like that, though, where it's like you feel that people welcoming your performance. I personally don't care about applause or attention or whatever. It's not like being background music is such a, like, we know what we are. And we know what we bring to the table. We don't have to ever really like prove anything from that aspect of whether we are like good enough performers. It's not a vanity thing, wanting applause or wanting like that. It's like
it's wanting to know that we're
connecting with people.
Yeah, connecting with people, but also like that what we're doing is actually, you know what they really want? They just want somebody standing there with a guitar at the front, visually.
Yeah, you're like an Instagram story at the end of the day as a musician nowadays.
Yeah, you're just, ooh, look at the cool musician. Anyway,
like the typical like someone filming their spouse with their wine and their salads, and then they slowly pan over to the music, and then they get the atmosphere, and they're sitting there on their phone, just like, oh my god, my life is so lovely.
Yeah,
you know?
Can you guys play Sweet Caroline? And I'm not gonna tip you.
And it's everybody. That came off like I was making fun of women there, I feel like, but no, it's like. No,
it's not specific to women.
No, it's everybody. Everyone is just wanting their lives to look interesting, and a place feels that they look better. I mean, I got hired to play like open houses when someone was trying to sell a home, like Justin or whatever. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So yeah.
Himmelbaum.
Yeah.
Shout out if you follow him.
He would want us. I mean, we don't have to keep him anonymous. He would want us to get his name and brand out there. So yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a real estate agent.
He is the most. Yeah, he's the most.
He's got
like,
some funny videos though. So like, pretty good, well produced.
I love that that he tries so much. Yeah, I like that he just tries with that stuff or whatever.
Yeah,
and he's a real nice guy too. Like, I would play an open house with him, and he ordered a bunch of Chick-fil-A for people to come. And there would be like all this, like he was like, you want this, man? Just give me a bunch of like food and pay me well. Yeah, that guy was great. But yeah,
it's weird that we both had a friend in common or whatever you want to say. And because he did improv at the theater that I do improv at, and then we just somehow, maybe because he saw one, maybe he does follow us, because I thought he said that he saw one of our videos, maybe.
Probably, yeah.
Maybe it was on Instagram. I don't know.
I bet at this point with social media, I'm like, unless I'm like actively like doing this with somebody, like talking with someone in person, and actually like, or if they, if I'm talking to them on social media, everyone else is kind of like, I've just like unfollowed like anybody that I'm not actually socializing with, because it felt, you know, for a while when you approach it as like, oh, well, this is a business, I have to keep in touch with as many people as I can, and you know, even if it's just a, you know, you scratch my back, I scratch yours, like a lot of people just follow each other to have each other as followers, to have those numbers. But I'm kind of I'm in a place of like I don't want to like look at
followers are only useful if they're actually watching your stuff.
They're actually engaging.
And interacting.
A lot of people follow and then they just mute you and they never see your shit. So it's like but yeah, unless I'm socializing with people, I just kind of get rid of them, because I'm like, why? I don't want to feel like I'm getting updates on these people's lives when I literally talk to them never. Like, it's just silly.
Yeah.
To have these like pseudo relationships, these like friendships, but you're not even friends. It's like literally, it's like social media has become, everyone knows each other, no one's actually friends with each other.
Yeah.
And that's just a bizarre, like, fuck that. You know what I mean? It was so different when I was a live gigging musician, and you need to like, you know, you'd see someone post, oh, I need someone to fill in this gig, or I need to, you know what I mean? People like, there's literally an entire Facebook group dedicated to like, oh, South Florida music. It literally is titled South Florida Emergency Music page or whatever. And it was like anybody that needed a sub right then and there, people were just always jumping on that. And that's such a crazy thing when like, people have all of these like, you know, fake friendships to like be in a part of a circle that they're going to make money with. Like, cause they just really want to play shows and they just want to make the money. They don't care. They don't care. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's such an icky feeling. Like, I hate that, like having to pretend to be friendly with someone because I might make money. So like, I don't ever want to have to do that. Like, I only want to be independently wealthy or have money and financial security, so I never have to kiss anybody's ass ever. Like, I never want to.
Well, you still got to kiss the asses of your fans.
But like, that would be a mutual thing, you know, because your fans.
Because they'll be kissing your ass.
Because fans, I think they kind of kiss people's ass. Have you seen fans glaze? We were fanboying over Mortal Kombat last week, you know.
Yeah, go check out our review of Mortal Kombat, the 1995 video. Another plug.
Now, we just got a watch hour done, man. That was fun, just kind of chatting. I feel like we could definitely wrap up in a minute. We've been talking for like an hour.
Let's wrap it up. Let's just wrap it up.
Yeah, but no, that's dude. I'd totally be down to do this more. Maybe the next one will be at. Maybe we can do one later tonight at your place or whatever.
Yeah. All right.
And like post that later on, but like, yeah, no, this is that's cool. I hope people enjoy hearing what we have to say, and if not, well, my feelings will be a little bit hurt.
Yeah, we're gonna go cry like little children.
Yeah, no.
And we're gonna cuddle each other and comfort each other. It's true. He's laughing because look, he's blushing. Look, he got the red face.
I am a little bit.
He got the red face.
I think I'm just I'm just excited at like I'm also like I love doing this stuff so much, man.
Yeah.
Or like feeling like we just now that conversation has like an imprint.
It's recorded
and it's documented for this like time and
yeah. All right, yeah. Let's end it.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
Well, let's upload it. Let's just upload it, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Well, one more thing though.
Yeah.